Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2, the Elder Kings mod, where we are playing as Emperor Theodore Cassandra IV of Tamriel. When we last left off, we had just conquered the rest of Valenwood. Off-screen, I grabbed those pieces of Dresland that exist within Morrowind, and I have my eye, at the moment, trained toward Vardenfell, but I'd like to inform you of something else that's been going on. When he took the scholarship focus, I chose to build an observatory for Theodore. And I chose the studying Oblivion subset of events, as opposed to the studying the stars. Now, he already has sympathy for and understanding of other religions. Weirdly enough, the worm cult. But, yeah, But over the course of his campaigns in Morrowind, I believe he has acquired a kind of sympathy for the worship of certain good Daedra, more specifically Azura. So at present, he is secretly a member of the cult of Azura. And another reason why he would be doing this, why I think it is in character for him to do this, is I think as a great battle mage, I think he is quite intrigued and fascinated by the stories of Azura's star. And so that's what we are looking to acquire before he dies, because he's, 78 years old. We need 2,500 ardor using the Daedric, using this system, this Daedric system, which is based on the Jade Dragon, Emperor of China events. So at the moment, we have 1,300 ardor, which is something I acquired basically by sacrificing artifacts that I had. And another thing I have done is I've bought some books, and I've started stealing stuff to sacrifice to Azura. Because look at this, we'll get 500. That's a large portion of the way toward getting what we need in order to acquire Azura's star. So, we are going to keep stealing shit that can be sacrificed to Azura. And we will do this not by ourselves, because even though his intrigue is pretty high, he's not directly a thief. Now, the High King of Elsewhere happens to have a very sizable treasury. So I'm going to hire the Thieves Guild, hopefully it won't fail. Curses. Well, we just need to wait a while, and actually, by a while, I mean, like, not long at all. It'll take a few attempts. Like I said, a few attempts. Fortunately, we don't seem to be at risk of actually getting caught being involved. Because, Okay, we have an artifact now. Let's sacrifice that one as well. Or offer it to her, rather. 300 ardor. Yeah, we'll need to save up the fee, I suppose, but, yeah. Another revolt. So yes, both grabbing a chunk of Vardenfell, since we can't warlord it yet, and acquiring Azura's star for future generations of Cassander wizards are my top priorities at the end of Emperor Theodore's life, as well as living long enough to see Prince Theodore, our heir and youngest son, reach majority. His upbringing has gone extremely well. I was able to give him diligent, and I had an event come up that gave him ambitious without being the one that makes him your arch rival. And so, yeah, having a son who is ambitious but nonetheless does not hate your guts, those are all both good things. And again, he is a strong, attractive genius. So, yeah, he's gonna be fucking awesome. Anyway. Oh, right. I have that raised levy dealing with them. It's really hilarious how few consequences there are for this. So, let's pay that tribute. $300 ardor. We are almost there. Really, I think I should just buy a book and donate that as soon as that's possible. I think it's about 500 to buy a book from the library. I'll do that, and then we should have enough for Azura's star. Which, I don't know what effects that has in-game, but it's, you know, cool to have. We don't really have any legendary artifacts. We got ourselves a Daedric sword, and, you know, that's pretty cool. We've got the Amulet of Kings, but that's something, you know, anyone who would want to rightfully call themselves emperor would have. Now, Azura is one of the relatively friendlier Daedric princes, so unlike with, say, Molag Bal, you can't sacrifice a prisoner to her. Which is, yeah, that's kind of an overpowered aspect of the Daedric mechanics, is sacrificing prisoners to, like, Molag Bal or Maroon's Dagon or any of the ones who would presumably accept human sacrifices. So, yeah. It's a way of execute. I know in the most recent stable patch, it was a way of executing prisoners without accruing any tyranny. So it was a bit OP in that regard. So let's go after the Bitter Coast. Not Vivek City just yet. I have a feeling that'll be hard to siege down, so getting war score off war goals might be a more efficient way of going about it. Yeah, so we're all meeting up. So that's a big defensive victory in Firewatch. Alright, I note with pride that young Theodore has attained nothing less than a masterful level of knowledge of magic. So he has outlived his eldest brother, as have I. But, yeah, he has indeed. So, come join the Mages Guild with me, for a start. I'm not going to ask him to marry my niece. Let's look for unmarried women who are geniuses within Diplo range. Yeah, her stats in general look good as well. She's probably going to be educated reasonably well as well. Let's visit the marketplace, visit a library, want a book that I can keep. And over the fair, Song of the Eskeldi Men. We'll get 25 for that. And we are at 2,508. Well, I would need to go public with my religion. Well, it's not like the rest of his rule is going to be long. So, yeah, I think let's look at what our vassals think. Most of them don't really care that much. So, we will claim Azura's Star. So what does that give us? Learning +3, personal combat skill +1. Is there a cult? Yeah, so yeah, pretty cool artifact. Worth getting. Well worth getting. Easier to get than I feared it was going to be, especially given as old as Theodore was. Now, I wonder what the fort level in Vivek's is going to be. Probably something really high. Yep, 17. So it's going to take a while to siege that down. Alright, so yeah, we just lost our leg in battle. So, yeah, that ain't, you know, there are worse ways to go out, but let's at least stop the bleeding. How much magicka do we have? Have enough to grow our leg back? Boop! There we go. Our leg is back. Because we're just that awesome. Alright, there we have it. Their coast is ours. So that should set up our sun quite nicely. I could eye Pandonia, but I think it's time to cool it for just a little bit. Perhaps I might be able to convert back to the Nine Divines faith. I figure, right about now, before our aged and illustrious emperor finally passes away for good, I think it's about time we took a chunk out of these two island elven dominions. Now, we cannot use the warlord goal against them, if you recall, because you need to hold at least one de jure duchy within the kingdom before you can do anything. So, I figure, let's try both of them at once. We're going to go for Banta, this area, because it's a fairly easy place to ferry back and forth between the two realms. And for Eleanor, we are going to pick King's Haven, since it is a holy site for our religion. So, being the most important one, let's get it out of the way as soon as possible. So, let us raise our fleet levies. Hopefully that'll be enough to carry what we have. Looks like it will be, so let's reinforce our defense force with a by raising the local liege levies and joining those together. So we'll load them up. Bring them toward Piandonia. Seems quite possible, perhaps even probable, that we'll need more. So let's land here. Immediately, we must now head back for reinforcements. Hey, I gotta siege down Mantu to begin with. Oh, shit. Baron Albin of Bulwark. Well, you just killed my granddaughter. I'm afraid I just can't let that stand. Actually, why bother? Why not just hire the Dark Brotherhood? Let's try it again. He's wounded, so the attack should be more likely to succeed this time. No one fucks with the Emperor's family. Revenge is expensive. Okay, now he's dead. And now our great-grandson is in charge. Speaking of great-grandchildren, just an indication for how long Theodore IV has ruled, we have our great-grandson on the throne of Skyrim. If you just look here at his family tree, there's us. And there's a cousin. I mean, that's not too inbred by royal standards. It's a major assault we were just defeated in. Going to need to move an army north. Hope to reinforce and counterattack. We absolutely cannot allow them to take the Imperial City. Okay, which commander is gone now? Okay, looks like we're settling into some long sieges. Looks as though I may need even more fort levels on the Imperial City than I already have. Let's land near Eleanor now. Take care of that war as well. $6.8 every 12 days. We've got a couple of months still. Shit. Now I'm gonna have to siege it back down. Yeah, that's fucking pain to have to deal with. Okay, what relics did we get from them? An ebony sword and a mud crab. Well, in any case, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him Azura's star. Hope he doesn't do something stupid like give it away. Yeah, let's just assault Eleanor. They have barely fortified it at all. Hit them in the capital itself, and I think probably we should bring the Eleanor army up to land in Kingshaven. We're almost there in terms of sieging shit down. Alright. There we have it. Let's see if we can give her a shiny thing that'll make her like us. Let's try that. We're going to give her a Kagudi, and hopefully this will be enough to get her to like us enough to request a conversion. So why can't we do that? Well, I guess the answer is just 'cause. Okay, now they are attacking me with their great numbers. Yeah, just revolts everywhere at this point. Now a peasants' revolt in Dis. Yeah, that's right, motherfucker. You can't run. Okay. So there's Kingshaven taken. I think I might need to be at peace to request a religious conversion. Or some such thing. So that's the Alaka revolt dealt with. But yeah, that is our first foothold in the Elven Island Kingdoms. Future conquests are going to have to wait until our truce timers run out, so I will end the episode here. So, until next time, I have been Maricati, you have been you. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.